on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record. And, of course, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And when I look at the Lakers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And now the Lakers starting group. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Connect. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the 1. We're still in the first stages of the season, Doris. How much are these teams relying on analytics right now?
Kev, this is such a fascinating point you bring up because in the offseason, they look at a substantial amount of data. And what the analytics department does, go to the coaching staff. This is what we know can be effective. And there is definitely an adjustment in strategy happening.
Now here's LeBron. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. James misses. Conley against Reeves. Here's McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. McDaniels got the first points on the scoreboard for the Timberwolves. Randle against LeBron. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And that's the kind of game that can give you a lot of momentum. And you can come away from that feeling like you have the confidence to be able to win those nail biters.
LeBron against Randle. Davis with a screen on Randle. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Gobert. To the inside. Here's Edwards. And that's in. Nice feed on the play.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Pass to Connect. Back to Reeves. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's James. And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Randle following the basket by LeBron James. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Randle. He's putting up about 21 points per 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Tries from 10. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And let's go real fast to the rookie leaderboard. These are the rookies shooting the highest percentage from the floor this season. 4th, Dalton Connect.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
Pass to connect. Now here is Davis. Reeves outside. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
The first free throw is good. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
Both free throws good from Randall. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
He gets that one.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now here's Randall. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Reeves finds James. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for James. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. That one misses.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now, here's McDaniels. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
First free throw is good.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And here's Edwards after LeBron James hitting the free. Here's Conley. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Wow, fearless with defenders all around him. Mike Conley in the paint.
Pass to connect. Now here is Hachimura. McDaniels defending. Davis finds James. Off target with his three. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Utah Jazz. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's McDaniels. Knocks down the three ball. McDaniels got 6 points.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Davis inside, defended by Gobert. From deep, James. Another miss by James.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Reeves outside. Back to Davis. Fades and shoots. And it goes down 2 points. He has 6.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Davis.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Back to DiVincenzo. And he jams it with authority.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Lakers trail by 4. Reeves the pass to LeBron. Jacks up a 3. And the 3 ball is good. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers.
LeBron worked tirelessly early in his career on improving his range shooting, and boy, it has paid dividends.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things at him, but he's been unstoppable.
And Gobert kicks to Randall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
Well, there's a certain edge that Julius Randle plays with that allows him to draw contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
That free throw good from Randall.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for James. Both free throws good from Randall.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And he makes the first.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And both free throws good for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Randle outside. Reid the pass to Ingles. To the right side. Here's Randle. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Randle's got 6 points.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Goes up to the stripe. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Now, Alexander Walker. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Alexander Walker. Wants to get it to Randle and does. Out to the right wing. Here's Reid. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
Yeah, Naz Reid aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
DiVincenzo against Russell. Davis with a screen on Ingles. Here's Reddish. Minnesota with the rebound. And here is DiVincenzo. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Randle. Over Russell. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Russell from long range. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Randle. Misses from short range.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way. Takes it off the glass. Randle's got 10.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Davis setting the pick for Russell. Pass to Davis. Reddish with the ball. There's a screen. Drops in the layup for 2. Reddish has got his second bucket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Randle. 10 points for him. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Russell gets it to go.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
DiVincenzo against Russell. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Randle no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers ahead, up 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
The Timberwolves trail. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron James is out there with Reddish. Then it's Russell. Then there's Christie. And it's Koloko in at the center position. LeBron with the block.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars.
And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Now DiVincenzo. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker on the wing. 6 to shoot. Oh, that's blocked. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? LeBron James second.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
And so it's the Lakers with it. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively. Drew a lot of fouls in that game.
2 things are a product of that. 1, you shoot a ton of freebies. 2, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those 2 things is going to work.
Now, here's Ingles. After LeBron James's miss. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Russell against DiVincenzo. Pass to Koloko. Russell kicks to LeBron. Takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. DiVincenzo's got 4 this quarter. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Christie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. To the paint. Here's Koloko. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And slick dish there in the pick and roll. Russell showing his elite feel for the game.
Reed with the screen on Christie. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Drills the three-pointer. Reed's got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Shoots. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now here's DiVincenzo. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
Yeah, I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Hachimura is checked in for the Lakers. Austin Reeves comes in for Christie. LeBron sets the screen for Russell. On the wing, Reeves. Here's Reddish. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Back to Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Reeves. A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James looking around. James absorbing hits on the drive.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Dillingham. Here's Alexander Walker. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play. Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Guarded by Reddish. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Here's DiVincenzo. Following the basket by LeBron James. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lets it go from the wing. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
The skill set of Rui Hachimura is enticing, guys. A big man who can stretch the floor with his shooting, obviously of huge value in the modern game.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for Reddish. And it's Connect in for D'Angelo Russell. Hachimura hits them both. Here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Fires for 3. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Conley following the bucket by the Lakers. To the middle. Stolen by Connect. Here's Reeves. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
For Los Angeles, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Handle outside. Pass to Gobert. Now here's DiVincenzo. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, James. Gobert against Davis. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, here's Randall. LeBron with the block. Conley against Reeves. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. James outside. And it's Connect in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Connect's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, the passing skills on full display. LeBron James once again orchestrating like a maestro.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Connect. No good. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Pass to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Out to Edwards. Shoots over Hachimura. Edwards can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
No good from LeBron. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Offensive rebound.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Russell's checked in, steps back and fires. And Davis sends it back. Randall from outside. Lakers with the rebound.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Outside, Russell. Hachimura with a screen on Conley. Here's Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Russell's got 7.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on him.
To Gobert. Conley dishes to McDaniels. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Rudy Gobert.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular. 4th in field goal percentage. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer. Understands the offense. Moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Reeves against Edwards. Outside Russell for the 3. And rebounded by McDaniel.
Not sure why he keeps trying his love to compete here. It's just not his night.
Wants to get it to Randall and does. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Here's Davis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Randall against Russell. Randall gets to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Randall left side. That one falls. He's got 12. Lakers trail by 3. Russell looking around. Hachimura against Randall. Now connect. High post, Davis. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Utah.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Outside Edwards. Looking to end his cold spell. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Davis. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
And Edwards, no good on that one. It could go. That shot off the mark. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
I think for the Timberwolves, they didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. High hopes does not win games. They got to wake up, get it together. Good news, still time.
Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here is Edwards. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Lakers trail by 3. As a junior college product, Dalton Knecht, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Now here is Conley. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Randle against James. There's the triple. Randle with the bucket. Randle's got 15.
And if he gets the space, Randle absolutely will take that shot. Not afraid of that corner 3.
Hachimura the pass to Reeves. Hachimura against McDaniel. Down low. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Reeves.
Yeah, LeBron James always surveying the floor. Few players in the history of the game have the court vision that LeBron has.
Now here is Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley to the inside.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen. What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Edwards with it. Knecht picks him up. Edwards no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. Now Reeves. He has 5. And now Conley running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, Mike Conley out in transition on the break, eager to help his team convert. Nicely done.
And they double up James. Reeves finds James. Davis with it. Lakers passing it around. Knecht. Randle with the block.
How about Randle with the send it back block? Nicely done, Julius.
The Lakers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That's good from Knecht. He doesn't get the second one. Timberwolves leading by 7. Randle right side. to McDaniels. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got his third basket of the night right there. Lakers trail by 10. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for James. Averaging about 22 points per, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Now here is Hachimura. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. Dalton Knecht is number 1.
With the way he shot the ball from long range, he's earned his reputation as the top marksman of his class.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Conley kicks to Edwards. Over in the corner, Randall. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Gobert with a screen on Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. And it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's James. 15 points in the game. Down low. Reeves in the corner. The 3. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That's on Jaden McDaniels. The Lakers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And he's good on the first of 3. You know, Doris, I'm not sure many people take into account what a grind the NBA season is.
I couldn't agree more, Kevin. And listen, these guys have the best of what's available. They stay at top quality hotels. They have incredible professionals that take care of them. But there is no making up for a lack of sleep when you've played a game at 8 o'clock at night. You leave the arena at 1, and you may arrive in your next city at 4 or 5 a.m. and tip off that night at 7. And this goes on week after week. It is not easy.
And he nails the 3rd. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Edwards with it. 10 points for him. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Here's Reeves. And the layup's good off the glass. Reeves has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Outside Edwards. And Davis sends it back. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Reeves. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Randall outside. Conley against Reeves. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound. And slam dunk by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Reeves against Conley. Pass to Connect. Reeves with the screen for Connect.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Davis. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Los Angeles. Timberwolves leading by 10. Outside Conley. LeBron against Randall. Back to Conley. To Gobert. Randall against LeBron. And James picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here is Edwards. He's got 12. Gobert, the screen. Looking to get it going. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Now here is Davis. Here's Hachimura. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night.
What a smooth catch-and-shoot opportunity from Rui Hachimura. Pretty.
Here's Conley. Gobert with a screen on Russell. To the middle. Gobert gets the bucket. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Russell. Back to LeBron. Reeves outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 9. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touching it last.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Michael Conley. Pass to Hachimura. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Out to the wing. Back to Russell. Reeves right side. And they double up Davis. Inside. Here's LeBron. In a wide open look for Hachimura. And again, no good by the Lakers. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. Gobert's got 12.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
DiVincenzo against Russell. LeBron dishes to Russell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders. 5th on the list, Anthony Davis.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Free throw good, Russell.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniel. And so Russell hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Ingles passes to Randall. Now DiVincenzo. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Russell. He's got 9. Reeves outside. On the wing, James. For 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Down by 12. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to Ingles. It's stolen by Hachimura. James in the post. Randall on him. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You guys, that's a superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Reddish, he's checked in for Hachimura. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Minnesota. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Reddish has got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers. DiVincenzo against Russell. Pass to Ingles. Back to DiVincenzo. Ingles with a screen on Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo kicks to Ingles. It's deflected. Now here's LeBron. 17 points in the game. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's defended by Reed. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Christie's checked in for James, and Vincent subbed in for Austin Reeves.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minod's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Timberwolves leading by 6. From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
.135 left to play in the third. High post, Davis. From 12 feet out. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's now 19 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Alexander Walker passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Christie. Still yet to score. Over to the wing. Russell passes to Vincent. Davis surveying the floor. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reed's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Ingles. A 3-ball. A shot that time, not on target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And here is DiVincenzo. He's got 13. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 8. From Target Center, back in a moment. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And here is Los Angeles now. 8-point game. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Cameron Reddish. Christie is out there with Russell. And it's LeBron James. And it's Koloko in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, LeBron, he's setting the screen, but you can't lose sight of him when he rolls.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Christie. Here's DiVincenzo. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes for this game. Lakers trail by 6. Russell kicks to James. Stolen by Reed. To the inside. Here's Alexander Walker. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 7. The shot's good from Christie.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's DiVincenzo. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. DiVincenzo's got 9 points now, just the second half. Outside Russell. Reddish with the screen for Russell. LeBron outside. Shoots over Reed. Minnesota with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now, here is Russell. Christie the pass to Russell. James sets the screen for Russell. To the left wing. Here's Christie. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 7. Now, Alexander Walker. Here's Garza. Pass to Shannon. And here is DiVincenzo. No good on the triple. James in the post. Out to Russell. LeBron, a screen on DiVincenzo. Tries again. It's hauled in by Shannon.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Pass to Russell. Reddish with the screen for Russell. At the elbow, it's James. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Alexander Walker. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ingles with a screen on Russell. Dillingham. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Lakers trail by 10. On the wing, Reed. Back to LeBron. Pass to Reddish.
Two shots. Reddish.
That free throw good from Reddish. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. No free throws, good from Reddish. Timberwolves leading by 8. DiVincenzo with it. Pass to Ingles. Picked by Reed. Lets it go with the three. Christie with the rebound. Christie's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Russell kicks to Reddish. Shot clock at 6. LeBron left side. Over Reed. And the shot falls short this time.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
And the basket is good.
I'll tell you, Ingles is just such a pro. This guy is unafraid despite the defense.
Lakers trail by 10. Russell passes to Reeves. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Reddish with the slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Launches it. Reed misses. Russell finds Reddish. Pass to Christie. James a screen on Ingles. Back to Reddish. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. And here is DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Alexander Walker. Ingles, the bounce pass. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by 7. Outside Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now here's Reddish. Reeves with the screen on Edwards. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Reddish.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now here's Edwards. Reddish grabs the rebound.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
The shot's good from Christie.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. Reed with a screen on Reed. Pass to Reed. Lots of room. Buries the jump shot.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles. Daniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles. And Anthony Davis is checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And it's Connect in for Christie. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Randall. And here's Conley.
Boy, don't let the small frame fool you. Mike Conley's so tough on the interior.
At the line for Minnesota, Mike Conley, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Reeves. Pass to Reddish. James in the post. He's defended by Randall. The shot's good from LeBron. LeBron's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Reeves against Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Here's Connect. McDaniels defended. Inside. Here's Reddish. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
James against Randall. The shot's good from LeBron. LeBron's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
Here's Edwards. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Reddish. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Brown is such a student of the game. This guy knows exactly how to get the defense reacting and hits the open man.
Oh, here's Edwards. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2.
Anthony Edwards has all the skill and attributes to be one of the best in the league. But these are the moments, if you're going to be in that company, you've got to make foul shots.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. And Edwards drops them both.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Here's LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
Now over Reddish. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Connect, he's checked in for Hachimura. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Randall against James. Money!
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis with it. Picked up by Edwards. Davis kicks to Hachimura. A fader. James, no good. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Edwards against Hachimura. It's in! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Sixteen seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's James. Davis with a screen on Randall. The tray. Count it!
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And only one choice here. They need a three.
He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a three to extend the game, and the young fella delivered.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.